Guys, so today we'll be discussing about Chitkul, the last village in Kinnaur Valley, and this video is about what you should be expecting in the month of December 2024 when it comes to temperature, road condition, accessibility, what you should be carrying, and overall, is it a good time to be going to Chitkul in the month of December 2024? So, the weather temperature in Chitkul in the month of December can be extreme. That is, the daytime temperature can be anywhere between 5 degrees to 20 degrees, while the night temperature will be anywhere between -3 to as low as even -20 degrees. So keep in mind that the closer you go to Christmas and New Year, it's going to get even more colder. As of now, it hasn't yet started to snow in Chitkul or in Sangla Valley. So if you're planning on self-driving, make sure that you carry chains, because without chains, it's going to be impossible for you to get in and get out if it starts to snow along the road. The road is extremely narrow and it isn't safe to be going there without chains in the month of December. If you're hiring a taxi, make sure that the taxi driver has chains along with him and take proof of the chains, because a lot of time these taxi drivers in Himachal and in Chandigarh will say they have chains, but because they feel that they know more about the weather comparatively, and when it starts snowing, you'll be in a soup because the car will slide all over and it's extremely dangerous. Don't put yourself in a position where you might have to risk your life because of someone's carelessness. So just make double sure that before you get into the vehicle, there are chains with them when you're departing for the journey. Now, when it comes to the road condition, the roads are pretty well made all the way till Sangla Valley. It is after Sangla Valley that the road becomes narrow, but it's still pretty well made compared to what it used to be. It's as good as a one-way road going all the way to Chitkul. Chitkul does have network now. There is excellent Geo 4G and 5G in Chitkul and BSNL. Airtel is a bit scratchy here and there. Vodafone doesn't exist in this part, so if you're someone who has Vodafone network, be assured that you will have no network when you're traveling to Chitkul. For the other networks, you will definitely get, but Geo is the best network in Sangla Valley. Now, when it comes to what you should be packing, you need to be packing extreme winter wear. Make sure that you have a good jacket, a couple of them. You have your cargo pants or your jean pants, whatever you're more comfortable in. You have a very good pair of shoes. My personal recommendation is carry at least a couple of UV protected sunglasses so that even if one gets damaged, you have a backup. Do not leave for this trip without having a power bank. A minimum of 10,000 mAh is what you need. If you can get two 10,000 mAh power banks by borrowing one from a friend, it's going to be a lifesaver, because power cuts in this region is very common during winter. So do not expect electricity to be there. No matter how much you end up spending for the room, electricity is not a given. Snowfall, if you're someone who's traveling to Chitkul because you want to experience snowfall, it hasn't yet started snowing, but we can expect it to start snowing, say, by the 15th onwards of December. It should start snowing, and latest by the 20th, it should be there. But it's not an assurance, because the weather is something which only God knows, and none of us can predict the weather. Now, when it comes to the final thing, that is it worth going to Chitkul in the month of December? My personal recommendation is yes. Chitkul is a beautiful place to be going in December. You will get a very peaceful vibe in Chitkul. Homestays are the best way to experience Chitkul in December, because their homes are meant to keep them warm. Hotels will show you good photos and maybe give you a better view, but when it comes to the night when it's really cold, I don't know how good they're going to be, because heaters, even if the room provides you with a heater and if electricity goes, the heater is as good as useless, and that's a worse feeling. Imagine going from an extremely warm room to a room which is in negative and freezing because of the change in temperature. So do not opt for hotels. My personal recommendation is try your level best to get a homestay, because that's the best way to experience Chitkul in the month of December. Overall, if you're someone who's planning on self-driving, make sure that you have ex- excellent knowledge of the road condition before going there, and you have experience of driving through snow, and you have at least one backup driver with you who has excellent knowledge about the vehicle, and if there's any kind of a breakdown, you know how to fix your own car and you do not have to rely on getting help. Over and above this, make sure that you have an extra tire with you, so that if there's a puncture or anything else along the way, you can replace your tire. If you're someone who's planning on going biking to Chitkul, God bless you, because it's extremely cold along the way, and if it starts snowing, biking is going to be near to impossible to be getting out, because you have no clue what you're going to be in store for. Other than this, Chitkul, the people are friendly, the place is good. Don't expect too many restaurants and hotels to be open, but do expect dabas to be there, which will serve you very good rajma, chawal, and parathas, and maybe a few places that might have momos also. Just make sure that you avoid having a bath in the nights, because that's when it gets extremely cold and you will fall sick if you have a bath with cold water. Try having a bath only in the daytime when there's a little bit of sunshine. If the weather is cloudy and it's raining, just skip your bath, because there's no point falling sick in Chitkul. My personal recommendation is Chitkul, with club with Kalpa and Sangla, makes an excellent trip to Kinnaur Valley. And if you're someone who's scared of the cold and is not okay with the cold, you can stay in Kalpa or in Sangla and do a day trip to Chitkul, which is another alternative. If you have any queries about Chitkul, you can leave a comment in the comment section. If you're looking to join a trip, we have a trip happening to Kinnaur Valley and Spiti Valley in the month of December. The link is in the description. You can click on the link and you can follow the instructions and book. Or if you have any doubts, you can directly WhatsApp us from the link, because there's a WhatsApp icon. You can click on that and WhatsApp us, and we'll be happy to help you with any assistance related to Chitkul and our trip. Till our next video, stay happy, stay safe, stay blessed.